Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel. We got the boy Old Meezy back as well. Mr. Tendernism finally won. What's his real name? Is it Walter?
Walter. Mr. Walter.
That's OG right there, you know what I'm saying? OG, or AKA the original Unc. That's the type of people you call Unc, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, be like, what up, Unc? What up, youngster? No matter the age, if you're younger than you, gonna call you youngster. If you was around a certain, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I don't know how much you've seen him. I have seen him start going to people's homes and cooking stuff.
Oh, I don't think I've seen him.
Okay. But it's good to see he's still, you know what I'm saying, trying to stay in good spirits.
Facts.
But hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
Hey, let's get it. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
Alrighty.
Let's go.
I'm not at Destination Smokehouse. I'm with Tendernism now.
Say it ain't so. Great Scott, Batman. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been wrapped up into this Mr. Tendernism story for way too long, but that's because I want to see people win. That's because I'm tired of the bad guy always getting the victory in the end. Now that Walter, aka Mr. Tendernism, has separated himself from Destination Smokehouse and the corrupted owner, Nick, the guy who supposedly had his best interest at heart, we can finally celebrate and see what his meat is like. This tale of...
Didn't I see you the other day, the video of him explaining how everything started off? Did I see you that the other day?
Talking about the Nick dude?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I swear I thought I did. If I didn't, I'll bet.
You probably did.
Who supposedly had his best interest at heart. We can finally celebrate and see what his meat is like. This tale of pity went to a tale of triumph super fast, and I am excited to talk about it. If you haven't already, please go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for this audience. Help us trademark the Unemployed News Network by gathering a bunch of unemployed news people to subscribe to the content. Now, back into the video. I'm not gonna go into some long backtracking about who Unc Tendernism was, but he quickly became the internet's uncle by sharing his food with us, shaking his meat up and down and seeing it fall off the bone. What appeared to be a black-owned business that seemed to be ran by somebody that had familiarity in my life, in your life, in our lives, went mega viral. Celebrities, athletes, rappers, ball players, and most notably Keith Lee, who would come and blow the top off of the whole scandal.
Right after we got done eating, I attempted to go in and have a conversation with Unc. Again, we don't call beforehand. We don't set up meetings. We don't set up no times, because the same experience that everybody else gets, I want the same experience. So when we went in, I just want to have a conversation with him, which I understand everybody gets busy. Schedules are different, right? So we went in. His security said he is in the podcast and he is not available. So I said, okay, is there a way that we could just leave him a tip? The plan was to leave him $4,000. And it wasn't from a place of I felt like Unc was struggling or Unc needed it. It was a way to say thank you for what you do for our community.
Right.
So we end up leaving. We end up passing that entire $4,000 out to the community.
Now, seemingly because of the interaction with Keith Lee, people had questions about Unc's leash and if he was the true owner. We saw the true owner come out, show face, all that other stuff, and try to take the spotlight while making it very clear that Walter's just an employee. And after everybody, and I do mean everybody, gave their 2 cents about owning IP, Unc being taken advantage of, what the business should do, and this, that, and the third, they kept reassuring us that Destination Smokehouse, Nick, and Unc Tendernism had some sort of working business partnership or relationship. And I'm gonna be quite honest.
Do you feel like Nick could have spun the whole narrative differently and took the approach differently to address the fact that he's the owner and Walter is an employee?
Could have, but you didn't.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem everybody has. It's because I feel like the approach could have been just to address it and say, hey, like, for those who are not aware, I am the owner of this. But through a collaborative work together, me and Walter are able to bring the best barbecue. I think that would have been a better touch. You know what I'm saying? And him getting some type of credit to Walter for introducing him to another field. Because you was a coffee shop spot, bro. Yeah. Not a barbecue spot. You should have said, without Walter, we can be the destination smokehouse we are today. So we do have to give thanks and give, you know what I'm saying, credit to Walter for bringing this opportunity to us. But I am the owner of, you know what I'm saying? I think he could have still put himself and still, I think they could have still flourished and everything, but greed.
Yeah.
Greed and, it's another word I'm looking for. Ruin it, though. And it might ruin him over in a long period.
Yeah.
What you think?
I'm also trying to. Did he come out because or after like because everyone thought that Walter? Do you think that it was like my thing? I'm also trying to think of the like the motive, because my thing is, if that's the case, it should have been something in the first place from the jump.
Oh, so you said they should have addressed that from the beginning.
Yeah, but you kept pushing him out there as being the face and being this and running it up and all of this, and then now all of a sudden it's getting all this traction and he's getting all this attention.
Them lines were out.
You know what I'm saying? And then now you want to show face and be like, hey, by the way, I'm actually the owner. He ain't the owner. He just my worker. Like, I just find it kind of like, but I don't know.
Like, never mind. I ain't gonna get that scenario. Because some people, fuck people, bro. It's like you know what I'm saying. You see this man on the
on a what? On a what?
In the fields, you go to you be like, man, I see you out here. You got all this. You be like, hold on, that's my damn slave right there. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
You be like, hold on, I thought the black man, that's the only person I ever see over here. You be like, nah, man, that's not.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I just be trying to understand, people. But I guess, I don't know.
And Tendernism had some sort of working business partnership or relationship. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. This is where I started to get pissed off. I've been doing business for quite a while now, and it is clear as day to see when somebody isn't being 100% truthful or taking advantage of somebody or not doing good business. And good business is quote unquote subjective. But at the end of the day, Nick knew that what he was doing to Tendernism was 100% wrong. Using labels like buddy, friend, and talking about how he had uplifted him from a place and space of basically nothing and squalor. Those were all used to mask the bad business doings between Nick and his mother, who also owned a portion of Destination Smokehouse. And then the bombshell dropped on the entire community. A GoFundMe for $75,000 pops up for Walt/Tendernism, using the words, help Walter, Mr. Tendernism, relaunch his dream. Strange, because they made it seem like his dream was to just be a part of Destination Smokehouse. And I think all of this could have been remedied by some sort of traditional on-paper partnership, if I gotta be honest with you.
That's
Especially
what I was about to
there's-
say. I was gonna say, I wonder, did they ever have any paperwork involved?
Not since I
Like
was
in the
10,
beginning.
no, because I feel like Walter just
he
just
brought all the
loved
recipes.
Yeah, he just loved what he do.
He loved cooking.
He loved cooking. He loved, and that was his thing. As long as I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I can get somewhere, cook, do what I love, and
do
cook
what I
it,
love to do,
and make some money from it. And
I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? But you do have people that take advantage of people that either don't know that side of the business or
don't know the business.
Yeah. Or like we just said, just, want to do what he loved to do and not thinking of the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So,
I always say people do need to educate themselves on the business side in any aspect of anything. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the reason why a lot of us get ripped off. It's because the lack of knowledge when it comes down to business, when it comes down to the entertainment side, restaurant business side, you know.
By some sort of traditional on-paper partnership, if I gotta be honest with you. Especially because there's video of Nick in the past giving so much praise and so much grace and gratitude for Walter, aka Mr. Tendernism.
So Walt was dressed up very nice like this, just came from church, him and his wife Edna, and they were talking to my mom. And the next day, I didn't ask my mom anything about the conversation. Next day, he's in the chef's coat waiting for me to open up. And I said, hey, I saw you. I don't really know what you and my mom talked about, but let me talk to her. Spoke to her, long story less long. He was here the next day. Started showing me so much stuff in the kitchen. We were a coffee shop. I'm like, man, maybe we can do real food here. So we started doing gumbo for us. A few other things we started messing around with. He made ribs for me one time just for fun, and I was shocked how good they were. Crazy thing is he doesn't eat pork. I didn't find that out till way later. But anyway, The ribs were phenomenal. About 3 months later, we closed down for COVID. April, he says, Nick, let's open back up and do barbecue. I called him crazy about 20 times. He finally convinced me after 4 or 5 phone calls. We did a test run with the...
I noticed this is black-owned food. What?
I don't know whoever made.
But that's what I'm saying, because this was the original.
Yeah.
Ribs and chicken sold out. Long story, even less long. We switched to a smokehouse not long after that. But he was the basis of everything we do. I did a lot of research on Texas-style barbecue, especially brisket. So that's when we started going in a different direction, focusing on Texas-style cooking. But we tie in a lot of the Southern-style cooking that Walt knows, recipes, just me growing up, messing around with stuff with my family. But everything's been inspired by so many different things. I can't really take credit for it. It's destination.
Yeah, watching that clip is super disgusting. This could have been easily remedied by putting both names on the paper. Like I said earlier, even on the clip of that interview, they were toting it as a black-owned business. He's giving him all the praise for coming up with the ideas, and I don't think that it's coincidental seeing this blow up during Black History Month at all. The community felt sick because they'd seen this story before. Black people have historically been used as characters / mascots to market products to the masses. It brings in this sense of comfortability. It brings in this sense of home. It brings in this sense of down-to-earthness that makes everybody feel welcome. I'm thinking about the Uncle Bens of the world or the Aunt Jemimas of the world. Companies have long used Black faces as a way to make a connection with many a people across the aisle. That doesn't mean that these figures who inspire these recipes or products or whatever it is get any sort of credit. It just means that they're used as a way to broadcast the good, helpful, or even delicious nature of the product that's being sold. So a lot of the Black fan base that supported Unc Tendernism were at odds and honestly even heated once they found out that Unc wasn't a part of the business and that Nick, the owner of Destination Smokehouse, decided that he was going to trademark the name Tendernism, no matter how much Nick decided to spin the story.
Good morning. My name's Nick, and recently there's been a lot of conversations about Destination Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination
Your supporters,
Smokehouse.
that's crazy.
Walter was never asked to leave. The application to register the trademark for Tendernism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that.
I don't even like
early source of inspiration. That's crazy.
That's crazy too. And even you saying that it wasn't filed without his knowledge, I don't even like that as well, because did y'all have my thing is, because we don't know what's going on,
Yeah,
go ahead.
it might have been not filed without his knowledge, but does he have the understanding?
Or not even just that, because
a lot of people don't know about
not even
trademark.
just that. I'm true. I'm taking it as you said it wasn't filed without his knowledge. I can come to you and be like, hey, just a heads up, I'm about to trademark this. Yeah, you let me know, but I don't really got no say so, do it, because it's your, you know what I'm saying?
Or hit him with we gonna trademark Tendernism.
Yeah,
but
like
you
you're telling me, but you're not explaining. You're not really getting my cool. I'm cool with that. And
but
we really going over.
Who has the true ownership?
And we really going over like documentation and all of that. No, but you just saying like it wasn't filed without his knowledge. Yeah, you could let me know anything, but that doesn't mean that he was like on board for it. He probably felt like he had no choice. Like I don't know. I'm just because we don't know what's going on. I'm just wondering.
Out his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that. We've shared so many genuine moments together, talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own, and I wish him nothing but the best. The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another and celebrate the craft that brings people together through our food.
That's crazy.
It's always been about great food and the spirit of the community with barbecue, and that's what Destination Smokehouse will always stand for. We're grateful for the support of our guests and our team and the barbecue community. We will remain focused on moving forward with respect, positivity, and a shared purpose.
Thank you guys.
And this is why I had to call
So
Cap.
scripted.
See, I'm privy to the language that had to be used in order to sell this for social media. But the sad thing about this is all of this is public knowledge and public information. All you had to do was do right by Unc and put him on the paperwork. Why is it that people had to dig up the fact that, sure, you did go down there and file, and maybe you did tell him at some point in the process, I doubt it was the beginning, but some point in the process that you were going to file for the trademark of Tendernism. Why is it though, Nick, that his name was never on any sort of paperwork? If it wasn't due to the good work of the attorney Harris that decided to file on Unc's behalf later down the line, we might not ever see Unc Tendernism again, because you were going to take the whole name, the whole kit, the whole caboodle and put it up underneath your wing, no pun intended. But just like how people supported the GoFundMe, there were others behind the closed doors that were also supporting Unc Tendernism from having his name, image, and likeness and his intellectual property taken advantage of. There was an attorney Harris, that decided to go ahead and step forward with trademarking this phrase, only to give it to Unc Tendernism once he was able to get in contact with him. And one brother showed up for another brother, and I am glad to report that Unc now owns the trademark for Tendernism.
Reached out, talked to me. We have a meeting. He's the original owner of Tendernism under the trademark. And today, he said, well, I'm gonna get the trademark to you.
Yeah.
And here he is. Boy, look, Attorney Harris.
Yes, sir.
Man, you don't know the appreciation. Things that's been happening. God's good.
God is good. God is good.
It
all
wouldn't
the
have
time.
happened
Yes, sir.
if it weren't for him. And now look at it. Hey, family, see how we reach out and touch? Long time coming, but time is here.
There we go.
I just want to thank you all for all that you've done for the community. You are a magnificent inspiration to us. And it is time for our community to work together to do big things economically. And it is an absolute honor to begin the process of transferring those trademarks over to you, because you deserve it, you created it, and you've created something very, very special.
That's big.
So, and look, we ready to roll. Let's go.
Hey, man, listen here. This 10 years, boy, I'm finna really out. We finna have some fun. I'm finna tend to ride United States.
Now the identity that the internet felt.
Because I did see he said he doesn't want to open his own.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to open a restaurant, which is I get it. He's an older gentleman.
Yeah.
It like people fail to realize having your own restaurant it comes with so much. You know what I'm saying? Most restaurants typically fail. The success rate of restaurants is not high. They're predominantly very low. So even though I know if he did, a lot of people would go out and support.
Yeah, most
but
definitely.
how long would their support 100% last? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So I do like how he said he's gonna do it, and which it will be on his own terms.
Yeah.
Him being able to travel and cook.
Yeah.
Based on some chef type.
Yeah.
Like a mobile chef. Basically,
I like that because I feel like it's more personable.
yeah, like he said he plans on flying out. Hey, to certain events, you want me to cook? I'm gonna cook. I get my money right direct that day.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And also monetize my personality.
Yeah.
Because he does have a personality with
Most
it.
definitely.
So I'm glad it's not just limited. He's gonna limit himself to a building, brick and mortar, and he'll be able to retire whenever he wants to, and be able to say, hey, that was my business. That's what I wanted to do. I don't have to pass it down to and have family want to keep hold to it. Oh, my bad. And they might feel like they're obligated to have to continue to do something they might not want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate that for him as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do wish him nothing but success.
Facts.
Love with the brand that went viral, the phrase that took over the entire internet belongs to its original creator and not some guy that put a little bit of barbecue sauce on a white apron to come out and pretend for the cameras. Now there's no more question about who owns this and who owns that. Is Unc a mascot or does he actually have this black owned business out in LA? No. Walter owns the brand now. And any questions about what happens next are gladly being answered. He's taken over the world. His first stop was down to Atlanta to do a special event, a barbecue birthday party for the legend Ron Isley. I don't know if y'all know who Ron Isley is, but Ron Isley and the Isley brothers are
Ron Isley had y'all grandma dropping their panties for him. And y'all mamas. Hey. Ron Isley is the OG. He the real OG. I ain't gonna say he was inspired because, you know what I'm saying, that fool, that ain't the same inspiration. You know what I'm saying? But he's the original panty dropper.
You crazy.
For real though.
Are the biggest thing to that generation since sliced bread. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to even think if there's an equivalent of Ron Isley and the Isley brothers.
Today? Hell no. Ain't nobody got no sauce like Ron Isley today. Who you would say?
Nobody that I could think of off the top of my head. Nobody.
Like, cause honestly, bro, the sound of what it was is gone. Because y'all have allowed TikTok and the internet to ruin music. Music has no substance. It has no meaning behind it. It just, I'm not gonna get on that high horse. I guess, of that nature to me, nah, nobody.
I don't know if there is one today. I don't know. Drifting on a memory. Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. Hey, my love is true.
I know it sounded
Well. People know the name and know the personality. And most importantly, people want to see him win. They've always wanted to see him win. That's where the lines came from at the original Destination Smokehouse. Because it wasn't about the food, it was about seeing Unc win. That's why Keith Lee came to the restaurant. He specifically was going to give $4,000, not to the restaurant, but to Unc Tendernism. That's why the GoFundMe got flooded with $75,000+. That's why somebody stepped in and got the trademark before Nick and his mom at Destination Smokehouse could get into some battle. That's why all the rappers, the actors, the commentators on the internet went to bat for Unc Tendernism and raised awareness, is because they wanted to see him win. One of the beautiful things that I saw during this time is that not just people donated money, but people donated their time on their platforms to campaign for. A lot of black people from the right side of the internet, the left side of the internet, rappers, all these other things, took time out of interviews. They made commentary videos, multiple commentary videos, whether they did well or they did not do well, to praise Unc and say, you know what, we want you to step out and step up and be who you are for your pride. Be who you are for your pride. And so now, without the hamstringing and shackling of some sort of handler that determines whether he spends his time here, there, or anywhere else, he's free to do whatever appearances, whatever guest spots, whatever interviews that he wants to. That's why I'm glad to see that he was on Nightcap showing what we call Unks, who a real Unk is in the game.
Well, I tell you what, when you come visit us, I'm gonna have the smoker ready.
Hey man, look here.
Cause these are real Unks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the internet Unk, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. These are real aunts. These are the ones who you go and you talk to for wisdom, guidance, you know what I'm saying, inspiration, that have been through things. That's why Shannon up here with a great beard, because he been through things in life. He got a great mustache. Chad Young. I don't even look at Chad like an aunt status. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
he like more like big homie type. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like big cousin.
Cause he ain't got that aunt status yet, you know? Like, he still be out here, you know what I'm saying, getting his advice from other people.
Do I need cherry? Oh, what type of wood I need?
Hey,
I ask for cherry.
Hey, get the hickory.
Get the hickory now. Get that hickory.
Shannon, ain't Shannon from down south?
Where's Shannon from?
Yeah, he from Georgia. I don't know why.
Is he?
Yeah.
You wouldn't know, huh?
I'll show you.
Shannon Sharp.
You move too slow.
Boy, you got
I say we're born in Chicago.
See, I don't do where you born at. Where you was raised at.
Georgia.
Didn't graduate. I did. Oh, he said I didn't. Oh.
Yeah, from Georgia. He talked about him and his the shack they grew up in. I've seen stuff about it.
You've heard it.
But yeah, I've heard his backstory a little bit. Him talk about it a little bit. But Shannon, you from down south? How you know you use hickory wood, bro?
Let me handle it from there. Matter of fact, I'm finna call Joe right now. Hey Joe. Hey man, we going to Vegas. No, I'm just playing with you. Hey man, no, y'all right down the road, 4 hours away.
Yes, sure. In case you might want to put the car on the road.
Hey man, if I can put it on the road tonight and come down there, hey, we need to stay at one of the hotels or something, man, because you know we gotta do this right. Hey Joe, you listening, man? Hey man, it's just Sharp trying to get me down there, man. But we gotta take care of that thing. No, I'm just. Hey, but anytime you want me to come, Mr. Sharp, you pick a date.
Oh, okay, because you know what? We might have a nightcap get out, and we bring all the employees in, and you cook it up for them.
Hey, boy, look at here. Nightcap, afternoon cap, morning cap. I would do what I do. I have oxtail omelets. What you talking about?
This whole situation is bigger than
like
one
the
man
energy
going
between
viral. It turned into a case study for those that are going forward. Those that will find themselves in some sort of instantaneous spotlight and get bombarded with a bunch of different opportunity, fame, and wealth that they can't even imagine how to handle. Number one, ownership matters. You see, going viral is a powerful thing, but owning your name outright and owning your brand is very, very powerful. Hell, I'd even say it's even more powerful. Without ownership, someone can control your whole movement. Lesson number two, the internet moves fast, but it also always remembers. The internet can create somebody overnight, but it can abandon them just as quickly. Walter.
And I ain't gonna hold you. Even if Nick filed trademark and got granted trademark, what's his name? Walter. I don't know why I drew a blank. Walter could have still got it. He still could have got the trademark. It's loopholes around that. And I do know about the loopholes. Shout out to the education that I do have. But it's loopholes around that he could have still.
And that's why he was.
Obtained. No, the other guy filed before Nick. That's why he was able to.
Oh, the other dude filed. Before.
Yeah. The actual attorney filed.
Okay, because I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask it. Because I was like, okay, because I know he said he filed or whatever the case may be, but then they were saying it.
He said the attorney filed first, and so.
That's such a blessing.
Yeah. Luckily,
because people peep things that you may not.
But he would have had to take Walter. He would have had to take him to court. It would have been a private long process. But he could have still obtained it. It's all about first use. Yeah. If you can show to prove that, hey, I was first use. I coined the phrase. I did all this. Mm-hmm. You can still go to court and achieve it.
The story shows that sometimes support can come back around. People didn't forget about him. When the story evolved, they evolved. And they showed up time and time again to give him love. And lesson number three, narratives are dangerous online. One of the biggest parts of this whole saga is how quickly people formed opinions about what was going on with Walter, Nick, and Destination Smokehouse. People built entire narratives about this situation without having the complete story. Some blamed Walter, some defended him, some blamed others, some said that Nick was in the right. But the truth is that no one ever really had the full story. That just goes to show that online stories aren't as simple as they may seem. I'm glad that we finally got to do a good story on this channel. Oftentimes people say that it's filled with negativity and all this other stuff, but I'm glad to celebrate a win with Unc.
Boy, that's the emptiest I ever seen this spot. Emptiest I ever seen it. That's crazy. I seen this video. I had to send it to see.
And whatever happens with anybody else, I just know that Unc Tendernism walks away with the name, the recognition, and the ability to build his own thing. And I feel like that's the most important portion of the story, is that somebody who had a dream and a grill and some charcoal got to do what he wanted to do. And that's create good tasting meat for everybody.
Man, get that man meat out your mouth.
No, I'm glad that everything is looking up and worked out in his favor. Yeah,
and I'm glad the community has came around and put their arms around him, even after everything, and still said, man, we still gonna support you, even though you might not be there. No matter where you at, we're gonna show up and support.
Yep.
But y'all spam us up, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me.